Home and Away gives more details on 2024 season finale dangers. Home and Away has revealed more details on tomorrow's season finale, as it confirms that Nerida has been lying about her relationship with Tim, and hints that she poses a danger to her former counselor. Tomorrow night, Wednesday the 20th of November, sees a special feature-length episode which brings 2024 in Summer Bay to a close, but who will end up with blood on their hands. Beginning at 7 p.m. on Channel 7 and 7+, we'll see a dramatic showdown as Lyrik's trip out of the Bay becomes derailed by Cash's ongoing feud with Tim Russell, but now there's a new danger. Nerida. Cash has made it his mission to dig dirt on counselor Tim Russell. After learning that he was dating his former fiancée Eden, Cash began to investigate Tim, contacting anyone with a connection to him, including his friends and family. After multiple dead ends, he managed to find one of Tim's former clients, a woman named Nerida Mullins, who had a very interesting story about her former counselor. Nerida claimed that she and Tim had dated when she was his client, which confirmed Cash's fears that Tim was dodgy. He was clearly making a habit of dating clients and their close family members. He brought Nerida to Summer Bay, where he and Abigail listened to her story, as she explained that Tim was the love of her life, but that he forced her to keep their relationship a secret as people at work wouldn't understand. Cash encouraged both Abby and Nerida to report Tim to his bosses, and told Eden that her new boyfriend had a history of crossing ethical boundaries. When Cash told Eden about Tim's past history of dating clients, Eden finally began to doubt her new boyfriend. Tim denied having had a relationship with Nerida, but didn't give any further details. Eden retorted that Cash had never once lied to her, and a seed of doubt was planted in her head. However, in today's episode, Tim finally opened up as he explained to Eden that clients sometimes mistake the affection their counselors show them for love. He explained that he tried to disconnect, referred her to other counselors and restricted their contact to group sessions. But it didn't work. Then I walked into my office and she was sitting there pretty much naked, talking about how we needed to be together, he explained. Abigail too began to doubt Nerida's story. She pushed Tim's former client for details on her and Tim's relationship, and was surprised when Nerida couldn't even answer simple questions about when they first kiss, even stumbling when asked if their affair really happened. One minute she was saying that Tim still loves her and that it's forever, and the next she was saying that he hurt her and that he needs to pay. Abby explained to Cash at the police station, "I mean, she was all over the place and it really creeped me out. What if we got it wrong?" Abby asked. "Something's not right." Cash then finally realized that he might have made a huge mistake. And perhaps Tim wasn't lying when he told Eden that he'd never had a relationship with a client. "If she has lied about it, then I've made a terrible mistake," he told Abby. "I was so focused on Tim doing the wrong thing that I didn't even question it." In tomorrow's finale, Cash and Abby begin examining Nerida's diary, and suddenly see her entries in a whole new light. "Tonight, I couldn't help but feel torn," reads one of the entries. "We could be together, we should be together." Cash and Abigail then confront Nerida in Salt, as Cash asks her whether she invented her relationship with Tim. "I think that you've gotten so caught up in how you want things to be that you've lost sight of what's real," he tells her. Nerida storms out, and when Cash later catches up with her in the parkland by the beach, she gives him a warning. "Tell your ex to watch her back. Hey, don't start making threats, Nerida," he tells her as she walks away. "We've set the fire, now we get to watch it burn," is Nerida's sinister response as she keeps walking. Meanwhile, Lyrik are preparing to head out of Summer Bay to a luxury house that newly rich Remy has rented as a rehearsal space, allowing them to practice in peace. The band reunited after Remy gained access to his $5 million trust fund, but were hit with a noise complaint as soon as they began rehearsing at their Saxon Avenue sharehouse. While Remy was quick to pin the blame on the usual suspect across the street, John confirmed that he wasn't responsible, and was in fact enjoying listening to them practice. Instead, he suggested, it was much more likely to be the couple at number 26, who had just had another baby. As Remy and Eden packed their instruments ready to hit the road, Cash heads over, now worried that it's not Tim that Eden needs to worry about, but Nerida. However, Eden is already beyond frustrated by her ex-fiancé's interference in her life, and refuses to listen. "I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want anything to do with you," Eden tells Cash. As Eden walks back inside the house, Remy tries to get Cash to leave, but Cash insists that she could be in danger. "Look, just Eden, you need to at least take this seriously," he calls after her, but after all of Cash's interference in recent weeks, neither she nor Remy are interested. "Go home," Remy demands, with no idea the danger's just around the corner. Remy, Eden, Kirby and Theo then head out of town to the luxurious private estate. ready for a few days of rest, relaxation and rehearsal. Joining along for the ride are band manager Justin, Remy's girlfriend Bree, and of course Tim. Eden and Tim are looking forward to some quality time together, away from Cash and his ongoing obsession with his ex's safety. But it seems that Nerida is the real threat, and thanks to Cash's actions, she now knows where to find Tim. Meanwhile, back in Summer Bay, Cash enters the Lyrik house to find that it's been trashed, their furniture and belongings strewn across the room, and burned graffitied across the inside of their fridge. As Cash realizes just how much of a danger Nerida poses, will he get to Eden and Tim in time? A photo from the finale shows that Cash will manage to track Tim down. But there's no word on what happens as the two love rivals come head to head. Will Cash manage to explain that he now believes Nerida to be the threat before it's too late? A promo released last week shows that Cash ends the year with blood on his hands. He wakes up, dazed and confused, at the luxury private estate, to find his hands covered in blood. But whose is it? The climax of the story revolves around Cash turning up to Eden's band rehearsal, uninvited, to have a conversation with her about the Tim situation. Nicholas Cartwright recently revealed to Perth Now, whilst we can't say exactly what happens, two characters end up soaked in blood. Nicholas continues. Just a dazed Cash regains consciousness and tries to stand. Justin walks up behind him, to find the troubling scene. What the hell have you done, he asks. In his chat with Perth Now, Nicholas Cartwright also reveals, it all takes a really quick turn during the end of the episode. And it gets quite brutal. It's a wonderful ending to the season, really good. Fans are going to love it. His head spinning, Cash stares down at what we can only assume is another unconscious body next to him. Who will fight for their life in the unmissable 2024 finale? The 2024 season finale airs on Australian screens in a triple episode on Wednesday the 20th of November.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của Home and Away, Spoiler Today. Xin chào.